Labyrinth. Nancy, honey, where are you? Nancy. Nancy. Oh, there you are, baby. I brought your favorite food. What you got there? Hey, get it back. Where did you get that toy? Show me. Nancy, find it. My nosy dog always finds adventures. We never get bored. Most recently, she stomped on the neighbor's vegetable garden, and I had to clean it up so there wouldn't be a scandal. And there's today's toy. It was a fox. Soft tailoring. I hope she didn't take it from a child, otherwise they'd be in trouble. Nancy led me to the beginning of the famous maze. It's also called the Labyrinth of Tears. Legend has it that once you enter it, there's no way out. Nonsense. My dog found it. He's an expert trekker. Well, it was my turn to get through the labyrinth. We got in the middle of the maze when suddenly Nancy stopped and started whimpering. It's alright, sweetheart. Don't be afraid. Let's go home. But as I turned back, I saw the path around me in 4 directions, and I didn't know which side we had entered the maze. I had forgotten the road we were on. Pulling myself together, I calmed down. We headed down the road that was at the back of my back. It became clear that we were walking in a circle, and any turn brought us to the middle of the maze. Crouching down from exhaustion, I glanced at my watch. It was 9 o'clock, and the fog was beginning to thicken around us. I tethered the dog to the lead so as not to get lost. After resting for about 10 minutes, we set off again to find way. Nancy! It was a woman's voice. I never managed to make out where it sounded. The voice was gentle, calm, and mesmerizing, and its beautiful sound. She was calling my dog. But the dog did not respond in any way. Perhaps it was my imagination. Nancy! No, it was the voice of a living person. I heard it clearly this time. We turned left, and I decided to follow that voice. Nancy! My heart was starting to pound fast, as if we were about to be at the exit. But we found ourselves back in the middle of the road. At times I was beginning to think that the legend was prophesying that we wouldn't make it out of here. Suddenly, all along the way, we found another toy. This time it was a sulfur bear. Nancy sniffed it and took it with her. The fox was still in my hands. I decided to keep the toy in case I could find its owner. Nancy! There was that voice again. But each time I got closer and closer. It was like a magnet for me. I wanted to find this girl as soon as possible. It was starting to get cold outside. It was dark and foggy, and only the lanterns allowed us to see the way. When we were in the middle of the road, again, I heard a crow. It was a wolf's crow. Nancy started to climb me. I looked around, hoping I didn't see anyone. Suddenly, I heard the voice again. Nancy! For the first time, the voice was so clear that I didn't hesitate to take the dog and run down the path. Finding myself in a new place, I was sure the exit was close. This delusion clouded my mind. Hoping for the best, I ran and ran. But once again, I found myself in the middle of the trail. I felt tired and hungry. Letting go of my arms, I lay down. Nancy tried to cheer me up by licking my hand. Nancy! Not knowing whether to try again, I despaired and continued to rest. Nancy started barking towards one of the paths, trying to peer into the darkness. But I saw nothing. It was starting to get outside. They must be looking for us by now. But even if I started screaming, they wouldn't hear me. Too far from home. Michael! For the first time in all this time, I heard my name. Rising up along with Nancy, we set off down the trail of another journey. Maybe the voice I hear knows us and is trying to find us. I should shout something in case she hears it. We're here! We're here! There was silence in response. Only the sound of leaves swaying in the wind could be heard. Trying not to lose my optimism, and so as not to lose my mind, I decided to talk to the dog to distract me from the gloomy environment. Nancy, do you remember when we won first place? I've been preparing you for the Olympics for about a year. You did great, Nancy. Good for you. And remember that fall we went to my parents' house and you accidentally tore my dad's favorite slippers? He was mad. But we had a great time, Nancy. Remember when we accidentally whisked dogs? Like you being bored. Nancy, there are many more journeys like this ahead of us. Don't feel bad? We'll definitely find a way. The memories that came over me gave me hope. Suddenly I saw a way out. There was a way out. Michael! Nancy! Again that voice. This time was behind us. The girl was right behind us. With the joy, I turn around and I'm instantly horrified. In front of me not stood just a girl, but a monster. Her eyes felt like they were filled with blood. Dark brown eyes staring back at me. Her hair was black and groomed as if Baba Yaga was no longer history. She was wearing clothes, torn either by a beast or a man. There were cuts on her bodies. In her hands was a bloody knife. Nancy, frightened by the girl, ran for the exit to her house. It was about to run away too, but her gaze seemed to fascinate me, and I couldn't budge. She slowly approached me. Sweat broke out of my face. Michael. Her voice was horrible this time. It was a hoarse, quiet and nasty to the ear, but goosebumps ran down my body. She was standing right in front of me, raising the knife and putting it to my throat. I thought my end was near. Suddenly I hear her laughing. It was long and very loud. I felt like a bird in a cage, locked up and unable to fly away. It was clear to me now that there was a werewolf in front of me. The rumors about the labyrinth were true. The people who disappeared here died of cardiac arrest, consumed by fear. But it won't be that easy for me. I'm not afraid. Michael! That was the call I hear behind me. The girl was not alone. Someone behind me took my hand and started to run their fingers over it, all the while saying my name, Michael. In my mind, I tried to distract myself from what was happening. I started to remember Nancy. I knew she had been saved, and I was happy about it. I remember all the happy days in my life. The sun had risen in the sky, but the fog was blocking all escape routes. And in an instant, the fog had overwhelmed my mind.